Bauer Access is about giving brands better access to our editorial teams. Our editorial teams understand the audience. They understand the audience the brands are trying to target, and therefore we need to give brands the chance to talk to those editors up front, to have a longer lead time, to create better content that works better for our audiences. So I think we're fairly unique as a media owner in that we've pioneered cross-media. For the last 10, 11 years. We have brands that work across multiple platforms, so therefore we've always had a commercial team that has looked at creating campaigns that run across different platforms, so creative media basically. So we've already played in this field. So in terms of resource, we do have talent available that can talk to editors, understand our brands and know how to deliver that to clients. But I think where we needed to invest was in a really good project management team, because these deals need to be project managed from the start. It's essential for that. And it's also we need to invest to give those cross-media experts a remit to deal with these pure access deals, these content deals that can take up to 6 months to deliver. So it's a slightly different step change for us. Normally we're looking at month by month delivering revenue into the business. And I think now we need to look at a longer lead time. And so it's not just about delivering net media, but it's about delivering properties and content that actually has a marketing effect for us as well.
If the brand is bringing something extra special to the magazine, so if O2 are giving Q readers a chance to get tickets to a sold out gig, then that's an absolute benefit. So as long as it works for both the paymaster and it works for the editor, then there's no reason why it shouldn't continue like that. It's about creating content that works for all parties. So for example, we ran a campaign with Orange last year where we got really high-end celebrities to actually be interviewed in our magazine, so it created great content for the consumer, for the reader, but also it worked for Orange, who were the sponsor. So if you get the right kind of content that works for consumers, for sponsors and editorial, then everyone's a winner. It shouldn't really affect integrity.
See what doesn't get an editor excited? That's when you go to him with a brief, tell him he's got a week to turn something around and say, here's an idea, how do we fit it in with your brand? That's the thing that editors hate the most, because ultimately that doesn't work for the consumer. And I think what Chris was talking about and other editors will talk about is this idea of transparency and this idea of trust. And I think if they're positioned as delivering something they don't really believe in on behalf of an advertiser, then that ruins their credibility. But how you get them involved is that you get them involved at a very early stage. You introduce them to the client at the planning stage, through the agency with the client, and you involve them in the planning process and you involve them in the idea creation. Because ultimately if the editors come up with the idea, then they're going to be engaged with it and they're going to know how to deliver it.